Hey OnePlus community, I bought the OnePlus 5 128 gigs recently. It's a great phone and I've been tinkering with it since. Now, through this tinkering, I found somewhat of a major issue with it. There's essentially no display output through any means. Basically, you can't mirror your screen or cast media to an external display, wired or wirelessly. Also meaning the phone can't be docked and used as a computer, like the S8 with DeX, which is really a huge shame considering the amazing specs on this thing. So I'll get into the issues now. First, I always prefer wired display output over wireless, as there's much less latency and compression. My last phone, the LG G4, supported slim port, which was basically micro USB to HDMI. And that's fine, it was somewhat proprietary, the OnePlus 5 doesn't have it, it doesn't matter. However, there's a non-proprietary standard of display out that pretty much all USB host devices, like PCs or any phone with OTG capabilities, should work with, and that's Displaylink. Basically, Displaylink uses CPU power to encode the GPU output into a signal that can be carried over USB to be decoded and turned into a video signal by a Displaylink capable hub, like this one here. It's an HP 3005 PR powered laptop dock with USB, Ethernet, audio, and display out. You can see the Displaylink logo right there. It's meant to work on USB 3.0, but works just fine with 2.0, the only difference being the USB 3 hubs only have USB 2 speeds. Now, I took the lid off the thing and slapped a fan on just because it gets pretty hot here and it was overheating a little, but don't worry about that, it doesn't affect the tests at all. I'll show you what happens when the LG G4 is plugged into the Displaylink dock and what happens when the OnePlus 5 is plugged in. I'll be connecting the G4 with a micro USB OTG adapter and the 5 with a USB-C to micro USB 5 pin connected to a micro USB OTG adapter. They both work perfectly fine with OTG keyboards and mice as well as storage, so this here isn't a variable. They'll both be using the Displaylink Presenter app, which is the only Displaylink driver I could find for Android. So I'm going to show you now the devices connected in a sped up side-by-side comparison. As you can see, the LG G4 has no issue continuously mirroring the screen, even though it has the weaker processor and worse specs overall, while the OnePlus 5 works for a few minutes and then just freezes. I've retried this multiple times with both phones as well as my parents' phones, a Xiaomi Mi Max and a Huawei something or other. They make too many models to keep track. Anyhow, it worked on those, and I even used different cables throughout just to make sure that that wasn't the issue. And the same result would happen. The OnePlus 5 works for a little, and then crashes. Take note that the LG G4 ran much hotter and slower compared to the 5, but would keep working. Sometimes when the OnePlus 5 freezes, it won't respond to any input, hardware or software, and I have to hold the power button to hard shut down. Sometimes unplugging the dock will help it resume though. Regardless, this makes the wired screen mirroring basically unusable on the OnePlus 5. Now, onto wireless. I don't have a smart TV, but Windows 10 now has a Connect app that lets you use your computer as a miracast receiver, meaning you could stream your phone to your computer, provided it has Wi-Fi, with direct Wi-Fi on miracast, a function basically all modern smartphones have. As you can see, on the G4 it works with no issues, although it is somewhat laggy. On the OnePlus 5, it just refuses to do anything. It doesn't even show the Wi-Fi direct notification on the G4. Maybe the 5 doesn't support it. Since I'm using a USB Wi-Fi adapter on my desktop, maybe that was the issue. So I tried a laptop. same problem. In conclusion, the wireless screencasting doesn't work, but that may just be because I don't have the correct hardware, and though it may be a real problem, I could be going about it the wrong way and it might not be OnePlus's fault. So tell me if it works for you. However, the fact that the Displaylink interface works, but then crashes the whole phone while it works perfectly on other phones is unacceptable. I've even wiped, reset, and used different kernels on the OnePlus 5, but to no avail. My experimentation's limited due to my access to hardware and, well, my simple technical knowledge. So if anyone else has tried this and has any information on the matter, please feel free to contact me by commenting here or on the Reddit post. In my opinion, this lack of working display output's a pretty big downside to the phone, beyond the harmless jelly scrolling and other minor issues, and it's a problem that could really make some people reconsider their purchases. Hopefully OnePlus can fix the issue as quickly as they did some of the others, but until then, please try this for yourself if you can and share your experience with it. Thanks for watching.